Hello everyone, my name is Teja and my registration number is 21BQ1805G7. Today I was here to discuss another topic from database management system, and the topic name is DDL commands. DDL commands means there are different types of commands in database system in SQL language to perform different types of operations based on our requirements. Let's get into the topic. Agenda. What is the now here? What are the topics that we are going to discuss? Are what is database? What are the need of database? Types of database, DDL commands, need of DDL commands, and how the DDL commands are used in database. Let's see. Before getting to the topics about DDL commands, we have to learn about what is a database. First, what is data? Data is a collection of information about a particular thing or an object in a systematic way. It means it gives a particular information about a topic. Like if you take a person as an example, his name, age, mobile number, etc. information is the data. And now, what is database? Database is a organized collection of some information or data stored in a computer system, which means as we see the data is information about a particular person. Database means information of a particular organization or a platform or something that we use large amount of data, which stores its data in a systematic way. As we see that an example, if in a company there are many workers are working in it, their records, their salary, their name details are stored in a database in a like table. And you see many online platforms are using this database to store their online products available to us. As we all know, the database use SQL language, which means structured query language, which stores different types of commands in it to perform different types of operations. As there are different large amount of data in a database, we use DBMS, which stands for Database Management System, which modifies, retrieve, or update the data from the database or a table. There are different types of commands used to handle the database, like DDL, DML. DDL means data definition language. DML means data manipulation language. DCL means data control language, or DQL, which is also called as DCL, and TCL, transaction control language. Let's see about what is DDL. Before going to learn about types of DDL commands, we have to see what is the need of DDL commands. We have to know that database there are different types of organizations or different types. They store the information of their employees, or from in school they store the details of a student. We all know that DDL stands for data definition language. It is a structured query. It is present in the SQL language. And SQL language stores the data in form of tables. SQL language used to modify the schema of the database and objects using DDL commands. The syntax of the DDL commands are predefined, as there is no as we don't modify the command based on requirements. The commands are predefined. We just have to implement the commands. It deals with how the data is executed in the database. As information is stored in the tables, we have to define columns as headings of the columns and rows of data. Let's see type of DDL commands. In SQL, there are five types of DDL commands. For they are create, drop, alter, truncate, rename. Let's see one by one. Create is a DDL command which is used to create a database, or also used to create a table. To create a database, we use the syntax called create database name. Let's see an example. Create database college. Here I'm creating the database as database name as college. This database consists of different types of tables. I am taking only one table as students for next table creation. We can create multiple tables in a single database. Let's see how to create a table using create set syntax. The syntax is create table, table name, type column name, type of column, size, column 2 type of column and size. Size refers to number of bytes of data present in the column, and type refers to the which type of data in a, in the column. Column name refers to identify the column, and data type means type of the data as integer or character or mixture of integer and characters, etc. Here the table is refers that it is a table. Create is a command. Let's see an example to create students table. Create table students, rename varchar of 10. Here registration number is the first column name with varchar of 10. Varchar is it varchar consists of different types of elements or mixture of elements as name, numbers and characters. Next, s name as varchar of 25 as name may be a big collection of big letters, the large letters, and take a varchar of 25 and branch with varchar of 5 and year of study as it study is the first year, second year, like that. I'm taking as integer as of size 2. Now let's see about another command drop. Drop is a SQL command which is used to remove the table from the database or table from the SQL database. Drop command basically do the deletion of the table or a database from the database. Using this command, the entire data from the table is deleted, and also the table also is deleted, which means that there is no recovery of data. Let's see how to delete a database from SQL database. Drop database name. Example drop database college. As I see that I created the database name as college. I'm dropping the database college. After this command, the college database is dropped or deleted. And now let's see how to drop a table. Here the syntax is drop table name. Here table it refers that it is a table, and here the database refers that it is a database. Syntax drop table name. Before I'm going to the next command, we have to think that know that the SQL is a data insensitive language, which means that the capital letters and small letters will be taken as similar, as small letters of table and capital letters of table is a similar word. And now the third command is alter. Alter is a SQL command which is used to alter and or change the structure of the table. There are different types of alter commands present in our database. Alter table name to add a column. Alter table name, add column, data type of size, which means that here the table refers that it is a table, and add you can write add is used to add the column to the table. You see that here add can be a capital or small letters based on requirement. Here column means column name, and data type means what is the data type that of the column that we're adding and its size. Example, alter table student add semester. I'm adding the column name to the table as semester with data type in of size 2. After this command, the semester column is added to the table of integer type with size 2. We can using this alter command we can modify the size of the existing column uh, based on our requirements. The syntax for it is alter table name modify column data type size. As you see that here the table is small with all of small letters, here is of capital letters. There is no difference between this while execution of this command. You don't need to worry about the small or capital letters for writing this alter command or table name add like this. Only you have to think about the data inside the table, which will be take care of that when you are using DML commands or DCL etc. Here you don't need to worry about it. Here the example is alter table students. Sorry, students table students modify s name. As you see that previously the s name type of the s name is 25. Now I'm modifying it to 30 based on requirements. After this command, the size of the s name column is changed to 25 to 30. And now let's see another alter command. As you see that using drop command, you can drop or delete the table or database from the database. Like that, we can also drop a column from the table using both alter and drop commands combinedly. This syntax for it is alter table name drop column name. Here the drop is also like that we can write a small or capital letters. Example, alter table student drop column semester. Recently you see that I add the column semester of type integer. Here I'm deleting the semester column. After this command, the semester column is not present in the table. And the next command is rename the column name. We can rename the column name based on a requirement as syntax alter table name rename old column name to new column name. Here rename is also type like drop table alter etc. We can write rename with capital letters or small letters. Let's see an example. Alter table students, sorry, rename s name to student name. After this command, the table with column name s name is changed to student name. But if you write here it has student name to like this, the compiler or what using you're using it display an error that both are same, which means that as SQL is an insensitive language for commands, the it take that these both are same. So we need to write different as whatever we want, but it will be not similar to that of old name. Here the new name of the column is student name. This is about alter command. Now let's see about truncate command. Truncate is used to delete the data from the table or it make the data table empty. Here the truncate command is similar to that of drop command, but using drop command, the entire table will be deleted. There will be no recovery of data, and there will be no structure of the table will be present. But here, the using truncate command, only the data of the table is deleted, and the structure of the table will be present. We can just insert the data using DDL commands, DML commands. Sorry, DML commands. But if we use drop command, we use DDL commands to create the table and the DML commands to insert the data. But for truncate, we just use only DML commands to insert the data into the table. And finally, the fifth command in DDL commands is rename. Rename is used to rename the table. As we see that in alter command, we can rename the column with rename syntax. Similarly, we use rename command to rename the table name with syntax rename table old name table name to new table name. As we see before that drop rename, here also we use rename. As I said before, we can write rename as like this also, or we can write rename. There will be no issue on it. Let's see an example with rename table with students. Sorry, I write mistake. To students to student details. The new table name will be changed from students to students details. After this command, the table name will be changed to student details. And as we see before, here the add command. Similarly, the to add command is used to add the column to the table. The two command changed students to student details. So that you understand till now, the topic is completed. You understand that what is the requirement of DDL commands, as it is necessary to create a table for our handle the database or to insert the database. The DDL commands are must required. Hope you understand the topic. Thank you.